What's going on? So, it's Friday, November 5th, 2021, baby! Let's make some money. It's the weekend. I have no idea what to expect that day. I'm running a little late. I overslept. You know, that's what happens when a hockey game doesn't even start till 9:30 at night. Go Blues! They did win with a rookie goalie. I got to see the entire third period. That's how late the game started. So, that'll tell you I didn't work, like, incredibly late last night. Boy, it was slow. It was slow. Just a whole different kind of day. I only had $75 in by one. I only had 130. Look how slow 1 to 5 was. I only had $130 in by 5. 5 to 6 wasn't that busy. I probably had 150 something in. Trust me, I was thinking about coming home. I didn't think I was going to break 200 yesterday, or if I was just going to break 200. So I was looking for delivery going that way. That just never happened. I got two crazy Uber Eats deliveries, especially the last one. They were both pretty crazy though at the end of the night, and I made $292 yesterday. If that's how incredibly slow days are going to turn out, I'm going to take that. So let's go over the last 5 days that I've worked full time. Now these are grindy days. Now last Friday I only worked 9 or 10 hours, so it wasn't all crazy bad. But I made $295 last Friday. Then I followed that up with like a $369.70 day. We'll just call that $370. Okay, it was my best day ever at that point. I did not work Sunday, so I took a weekend day off in this 5-day period. And Monday was just an incredible day. Could have broke 400 pretty easy. Made $383.06. And then Tuesday, we're not going to count that. I just came out for a couple hours to kill some time before I went to St. Charles. But Wednesday, got off to an incredible start. Had $200 in by 5 o'clock. But then made a couple mistakes. Still made $318 and change. And last night, somehow, grinded out $292. So what does all that add up to and change? Right around $659. That's an average of over $331 a day for the 5 days. Wow. I made a video not so long ago. If you're not making at least $300 and you're working a full day, you're basically getting up a little bit early. I'm usually dashing around 9:30. I've been trying to get out earlier and I just can't make it. Maybe I get out at 9:15. Now tomorrow I'm thinking about, which is Saturday, I'm thinking about coming out a little bit later because the mornings are just so horrible. But that's a different story. And then you're working till the orders pretty much run out, which some nights are 9 o'clock. So you're talking about 10, 12-hour days, sometimes on the weekends, a little bit longer than that. But that's what truck drivers, I'm looking at a tractor trailer right now, I just passed one. That's what they do every single day, sometimes 6 days a week. So it's not unprecedented to work that amount of hours. But for that 5-day total, to make $1,658, $1,659, whatever it was, unbelievable. So you can work a full 5-day week, and let's say you didn't have as good a week as I'm having, but if you follow my ultra disciplined strategy, I don't see why not. In St. Louis, Missouri, everything is zone specific. But if you live out in the country or something like that, or in a different kind of area, you might not be able to do it. But if you're in a densely populated area like we are, man, you can do it, baby. You can do it. Here in St. Louis, let's say you just average, instead of $331, you average $300. That's $1,500 in a week. I mean, I can tell you that most of these truck drivers out here, they're not making $1,500 a week. Especially working 5 days. They got to work that 6 days and get some OT, baby. That's where they make all their money. Companies that pay OT are golden in the trucking industry. They all don't. So that's an incredible average. Just talk about, you can make a really good living just working 5 days a week in St. Louis for sure. And I'm sure there's a lot of similar areas and a lot of areas that are way better, or somewhat better. There are maxes that you can make here, for sure. 2,000 is the max. I got a small shot at doing it this week. I've got $1,100 going into the weekend, which is crazy. My goal on the week used to be $800. Now now it's probably $900 because I took a day off in there. That was on a projectile to make $1,600 a week. Taking a day and a half off. But now I'm making a little bit more money. Thank God, right? With the gas prices. Even with the Get Upside app, I just paid $2.91, which is better than most. But blah blah blah. Let's go over yesterday. I'm just incredibly slow. Like I said, only had like $75 in by 1. Only had $130 in by 5. Really wanted to go home. Was looking for a delivery to go home. It was so slow yesterday. Here's how slow it was. Around 2 or 3 o'clock or whatever time, I was hungry. I said, man, I got to go to which sandwich shop. These sandwiches must be like, taste something between like Ruth's Crisp and cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory, because people are willing to wait an hour for them. Anybody that delivers in Chesterfield knows that don't go into Which unless you're willing to kill about an hour. So I go there, there's only 3 people in there, so I actually get my sandwich in about 20 minutes, which for there is really fast. I mean, really fast. I wish some of the deliveries that I used to take out there went that fast. So I get the sandwich. I'm expecting it to be the best sandwich ever. No, just average. Maybe just a tad better than Subway, but not near as good as Penn Station. Not even the same league, in my opinion. And I think it was. Same price or more expensive, just a little more expensive. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Which. I went to Shosky's the other day off a long road. Just not a big fan of that either. They didn't cut the sandwich all the way, so they aggravated me too. But yeah, the taste wasn't like the best sandwich I ever had for $20. That's for sure. But let's get back to today. I went to Which. Just left the ads on the whole time I was there. 20 minutes to get the sandwich, 10 minutes to eat it, 30 minutes, not even an offer, I don't think, or maybe one. I thought Walmart might help us, because even if you don't do Walmart, that would leave all the other orders for the rest of us to do. I will do Walmart, and that's probably why they offered me like 50 of them. And I turned down 47 of them. Actually, I did 4 Walmart deliveries, but I only did 3 of the deals ones. They've got a special parking space for all of them. first, a lot of people were concerned about the wait time. On 2 of those, I didn't wait at all, less than 5 minutes. And one, I did have to wait about 10 minutes, but it was during the day, and so it was so slow, and it didn't matter. And it wasn't insanely crazy. And the guy they had doing it is a good guy. So, because they do have one guy that works there that's a complete jerk. So he wasn't the one doing it. The guy that's doing it is one of the good guys that works there. But overall, those deliveries are horrible. I don't know how many, like I said, maybe it wasn't 50 orders, but it was a bunch. And I did all the $2 or really, really close orders that they offered me, probably, you know. So that left 47 that were $1. So many of them were $1 a mile. Now, some people are going to be all over those because there's a large group of people that do DoorDash that don't really care about the miles. They're more worried about how much it pays. Matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of people that do DoorDash that think that you should have an $8 minimum and $1 a mile. I mean, there is a large group of people who do DoorDash that's their strategy. Telling me you'd rather do an $8 8-mile delivery than a $6.25 2-point-something mile delivery? Seriously? That doesn't make any sense, man. But do what you do. And we, you know, a lot of us YouTube guys have made $6.25 videos, including myself. One day I thought I did 20 of them, probably 120, but it was a bunch. And those $6.25 orders can tend to have big tips, but that's their strategy. So they probably loved a lot of those deliveries because a lot of them were in that range. I mean, a lot of them. And that ain't me though, baby. It's got to be $2 a mile. Almost every single. I mean, so many times when I don't stay disciplined, ultra disciplined, I'm upset. So blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm not impressed with those Walmart deliveries at all. Matter of fact, I think they clogged up the system. I think that the algorithm might be, if you've done Walmart deliveries in the past, you're going to get offered all of them, which might stop you from getting other offers. So in my case, that would suck. Blah blah blah. So I did 2, not 1, but 2 double apps yesterday. Crazy. They were just too close. One picked up at Crazy Bowls and one picked up at McDonald's, and they both were within a mile and a half of the place. One was on the way to the other, and the other one was a Cheesecake Factory and Noodles and Company, and they were within way less than a mile. One was on the way to the other, and they were both within, 2 miles of the place. I mean, and one of the double apps paid $20 almost. So, yeah, I did 2 of them yesterday. I don't suggest that you do them. I don't. I only did them because it was so slow. So, I grinded yesterday. Sometimes you just gotta grind, baby. You just have to grind. Like, I did those 2 double app deliveries. I actually did 4 Walmart deliveries yesterday. Right in the middle of dinner rush, I did 2 Walgreens deliveries yesterday. Just grinding. So it's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm at $241, and I get a offer from Cheesecake Factory going to Ellisville, so it's kind of on my way home, and then I'll still be there to get orders. $9, 7.1 miles, but I'm 1.2 miles away, so it's $9 for 5.9 miles. $1.50 a mile. No, I'm not doing it. I figured if nothing else, I could grind out 2 short deliveries for $12 for as less miles and just drive that way. But of course, as things go sometimes, it totally died after that, and I didn't get any offers for a while. So I'm sitting in the parking lot right next to Ninja Steakhouse, and boom, I get a $14 9-mile offer from them, going to the same area, just a little farther, but it was the same miles to money, about $1.50. Actually, 14.9 is a little bit more. So I take that one. It was kind of a crazy delivery down, west on Manchester Road, but it paid $17.75 hidden tip, baby. So that ended up being, right at $2 a mile. So obviously that was worth doing. And then I get a canceled Uber Eats delivery. That one was supposed to pay 11 something, and it was real close. But Applebee's didn't have the food, and boy, Applebee's. Some of these places are pretty disappointing. The people in there were disappointing. So got $3 for that. So now I'm at some crazy number, 261, right? Which is insane for how slow it really was. So then I'm driving home, and I get a $13.43 offer to go like 3 miles west from McDonald's there on Smith Road. I say, my thought process is, if nothing else, I'll just unassign from it. Well, sure enough, there's 5 people in the drive-thru. But let me tell you a little trick about this place, about the place on the McDonald's on Smith Mill, right? What they like to do is hold people up at the speaker, So what you got to do is you got to swing around those people at the speaker, and like just dart into the drive-thru line. And there was only one person in the actual drive-thru line. There were 5 people at the speaker, so I just went right around them and got in the drive-thru line. I was second in line. I was out of there in less than 5 minutes because it was ready. And knocked that out. That was a great delivery. So now I'm at like 275. I get this crazy offer, $17 and something cents, 47 cents if memory serves, to go to Imperial, which you said it was 8 miles, so it was over $2 a mile. Shoot, that's taking me home. I took that in a heartbeat. Uber Eats again. I did like $80 at Uber Eats yesterday. Just insane. I mean, I've been doing just nothing with them. So I get to Red Robin. They're closed. I went up to the door. The door's locked. They're closed. But you only get $3 from Uber Eats. You don't get half pay. So I call them. I say, hey, what's up with this food? They say, hey, man, we close at 10 o'clock. It was 10:29. I said, okay, so you don't have the food. They had a long explanation. I had to cut the guy off. And I said, do you have the food? He said, no, we don't. So I'm calling Uber Eats to get my $3. And I turn back on the DoorDash app, and I get a couple worthless orders. It's 10:30 at night, and I'm getting $5 offers. No, I'm not doing that. So as I'm on the phone with Uber, the guy brings the food out like a miracle. It's a miracle. It didn't have the soda, so I'm on hold with Uber Eats. I tell them, hey, they don't have the soda. They say, oh, just tell the customer they can call us. I think that's shady. You could have just taken the soda off and I told you they didn't have it. Why didn't you just do that? Don't make the customer call you. But whatever. I knew the people had to be waiting forever for their food. I was almost scared to deliver it because it's a knock-knock delivery. But the lady was real nice, and I ended up making $2.92. Unbelievable. Like I said, at 5 o'clock, I had $130 in. So I had a $160 dinner rush somehow, some way. Not sure how at all. Yeah, I grinded, baby. I grind it. Sometimes you just gotta grind. You gotta do those. You gotta do those. Don't have an $8 minimum. That's don't do deliveries that are $1 a mile. That's maybe some areas you gotta do that. Don't do that here. Don't do that where we're at. Just grind out those $6 deliveries, man, for two miles. You know, those are better. Those are better. Just trust me. Take it from the guy who's averaging $331 over his last 5 days working. Right? Right? Does that make sense? Right? Don't do those other deliveries. Wow, what a 5 days. The last 5 days I worked full time. Now, next week's supposed to be my last week working full time. I think I'm just waiting for the drug test from my new job. I'm fairly certain I'm going to pass that. Yeah, like 100%. Man, I'm a little fearful about this weekend, baby. I'm a little fearful about it. It's gonna be, I guess, sun. It's cold. I got a coat on, right? But it's sunny as can be out here, baby. I'm telling you. We'll see. Hope to make some money. Want to keep that $300 average going? And, you know, as stated, it's 331 lately. So I'd love to make 331 the next 2 days. Then I would only need to make 240 on Sunday. I could go to church maybe. Either way, I'm going to make somewhere between 1,800 and 2,000 this week. Crazy. Insane.